There are things we can do. We bring in good news and we give it to you. We judge it for podcast and connecting people and culture from here and up out of the globe. Monitor people who waiting to sell. The blessing that time and the efforts are rest. The project is giving us here and the promise of them. The work with my life without fear.
A lyrical health.
Master.
Play Paris, who make on you. I can't ask it if you bring you. Say my journey, Tina get as a man, and he's a no money. And who I know, and he love
Sktv, the best in Liberia. Sktv, the best in Africa. Sktv, the best in Mama Liberia. Must hold by the lofa and grandmother.
And I didn't ya to money, and I said ya to money, and I can't play ya to money, and I could buy ya to money, and I didn't ya to money, and I said ya to money, and I can't play ya to money, and I could buy ya to money, and I forget it now ya to money. That's the baby, and I forget it now. So she walk on my ya to money. Yeah.
Sktv, the best in Liberia. Sktv, the best in Africa. Sktv, the best in Mama Liberia. Must hold by the lofa and grandmother.
There are things we can do. We bring in good news and we give it to you. We talk about podcasts and connecting people and culture from here and up out of the globe. Monitor people who waiting to sell. The blessing that time and the efforts are rest. The broadcast we giving a real and the promise my best. To work with my life without fear. From Grandfather Nima to Lufa, from River Sass, River G to Chide, from Grand Crew, Bombing, Kidman, Montserrat, San to Backwalu, from Maryland, Bonkan to the Mikey B. We the best in the land, yeah, LIB. We the best in the land, yeah, LIB. We the best in the land, yeah, LIB.
Sktv, the best in Liberia. Sktv, the best in Africa.
Wet Thursday evening, Sktv. We are the best in Liberia. Sktv, for a matter of fact, we are the best around the world, folks. Good evening, good afternoon, good morning to all of you, our dear channel listeners, especially those of you always following 2FM 96.1. I don't know exactly where you're following us from. Maybe somewhere around in Lufa, better stay in Grand Crew, maybe Riverside, somewhere around there in Maryland County. Let me say the wonderful good evening to all of you. I don't know whether some of you stay on your farm, like for our mom and dad, and yeah. But is that farming time? No, I don't think. Yes, I still a bit correct, but by this time I don't think it's farming time because it's rainy season. So most of our farmers, especially our mom and dad, our old folks, or if our farmers who do the from hand to mouth, like my deacon said. We that can do it from hand to mouth farming. I think by this time, some of the thing we're doing. Either we're doing gardening or we're doing some kind of thing. But again, people, good evening. Today is the 9th of July. For a matter of fact, happy birthday to my own queen. Yes, indeed, my beautiful wifey. Yes, our birthday will be on the 16th of July, and I'll also be making 3 years. And like, no. What person are always giving me other about Umbas? See you liability. Look, see you, and maybe, yeah, we will do something, but not be this one. Maybe we'll do something in the future. Yeah. So, July 16th will be making 3 years into our, what we call the married life. So again, people, but good evening, good afternoon. Thanks to all of you. Thanks to the management. Head about one dynamic CEO on like ability for always giving us the kind of opportunity, And then he said, some of you don't even know between rights and privilege or opportunity. You just wake up one morning, soon they gave you the position. Hey, you take it on like it's a right. No, there are different between right and privilege or opportunity. So for us here, we are happy, we are grateful to Almighty God for the opportunity been given to us by the head of this great institution, Truth FM, or better say, the RCR. You know, liability been around for a very long time, been working hard, and he's still working. Also, thanks to Sktv, you know, yeah, Mr. Connor, and so for all of the guys, and yeah, back. Look, this show will be interesting. This show will be hard to do. Look, invite someone. Let me tell you some of it now. Invite someone to invite someone, because we already understand already the reason why some of the allegedly some of the government officials, they can respond some of the way they can be responding according to Senator Eddie Snow. So yeah, they got to interesting. Yeah, man. Look, yeah, let's share the show, people. Well, anyway, last evening we talked about social issues, and it was interesting though. I've been receiving a lot of calls when I left from the show last evening. You know, people were giving their own experience, both the men and the women, everybody giving their experience, but mostly I received calls from men, you know, on their own. You know, let me tell some of you today before the other team or panelists and everybody come on, right? Men. Only men ever what they call love. Let me just say short, quickly, some of you. Women are ever love. That's why, in a simpler form, the man can have his family. Like, for example, I can be seeing on the post. They may say, yeah, woman, they're not happy, but every time the woman getting pregnant, So the man can have his family and still have his name 1 or 2, 3, 4, 5, because some members they never certified. So they want to have 4, 5 side chicks. And guess what? They say taking care of their home. No. Sometimes their wife don't even know anything. Until when churchy pull it, you know, somebody showing anything. You know, I was telling me, I said, they pronounce it churchy pull it. You know, these school things, they can say, chi pull it. No. So until when churchy pull it come in, yeah, where sometimes some of the problems, sometimes some of the people get to know that maybe their husband cheating or not. But for men to cheat and for you to catch the man is difficult. Only a woman, because a woman can love. Women are able to love. So by the time they start to have another partner outside, you will know straight. Their behavior will start changing. Only one. Let me leave room. I will agree that only, but the percentage rate there is very, you know, it's not easy. So only one woman who understand, no, I can't be cheating. They abandon my home. They are the only people who can. You know, when we talk about cat, I know you know about cat. People like Steve. Oh, sorry, the chairman I can't hear. I want to call the chairman him before. But people like Steve. Body, some of our sisters, no, they're not able. So let's start having somebody else Australia, you will know. I'm not talking about a drunkard. The show will be interesting, man. 10 minutes down 6. That's the time check. Yes. We recognize all of you, Pet Cephas. Thank you for joining us. Ventures, Chinioba, thank you. Rebecca Garcia, thank you. Robert Jackley, as usual. Steve is here. Moses. He look very serious and energetic. I don't know what's going on. But Steve, it's wet Thursday here from our end. And the way you understand, putting I don't know, I can call it that beyond the drug and
Well, no one's good to be here. Folks, let's share the show. The show will be fantastically beautiful. The show will be big and beautiful today. The show will be big and beautiful today. Let's share the show, folks. A lot of people, maybe a lot of things going on.
Okay.
Let's share the show. As always,
I'm doing that already. Yes.
People on earth. And as always, the Labron women are the most beautiful women on earth. Melbourne, as I speak to you, a lot of people following. Some family members are following as well. So today we got to make it show big and beautiful. Government official them following. It's a good thing. It's a good thing. A lot of things happening in our country.
Okay.
A lot of things happening around the world as well. I want to start off quickly with the FIFA World Cup. You know, Melbourne, I seen on Facebook and on other outlets in the media, CNN, and other places. I'm seeing different commentaries. I'm seeing a lot of people making noise about how Argentina, Africa was robbed. And I saw Egypt's coach, Hossein Hassan. In fact, Hossein Hassan, when I was much younger and I started playing football around in 1996, 97, 98, I used to call my head Sabu because I used to like his way of playing. He was a number 9. And when I used to play 9, 10. And so I really admire him, Hossein Hassan. He was a good striker in Egypt, a good scorer as well. I think he helped them win the African Cup of Nations, the African Champions League. You know, they call it CAF or something like that. You know, I follow him, a very good striker, Hossein Hassan. Well, I'm disappointed in him. Let me say it today. I'm very, very disappointed in him for making such a statement. Let me say something. If I were in charge of the Egyptian football team, I will fire him. I will fire the team brother, and I will fire all the technical staffs. And let me tell you why. See, football or soccer, football is psychological. There's a huge part of it that's psychological. I'm not saying there's not a physical fitness part of it. I'm not saying that there is not a tactical part of it or a technical part of it. But I'm saying most of the times it's psychological because you got to be in good spirit, good mood, feel good to deliver. It's all psychological for the most part. One of the things I noticed about all the African teams that went over there, maybe with the exception of Morocco right now, or Morocco from the past World Cup, is the mentality, the psyche, the mindset about the game. And it's showing in how they approach the game. Because most of the African coaches do not teach for the most part and do not empower the players to be mentally, psychologically focused and be able to withstand tension and pressure. Because that's what the game is about. When you have team that is tactical, that is technical, like Argentina with a lot of experiences, they just came from winning the World Cup most recently, and they have players playing all around Europe that are very good, and you play against them, and then you are not focused. The coach of Egypt, you are leading 2-0, 79 minutes in a game. You are leading 2-0. You got nothing to lose at that point. Why you got punch or attack out in there? Why you even have Mo Salah on the field again? Why can't you get some defensive players to hold that midfield so that those guys don't construct any play from in that midfield and get some serious defensive people to build something serious? But they're passing around, wasting time and blaming the web man and blaming that woman. You saw how England withstood the pressure from Mexico. You know how they withstood that pressure from Mexico. See the amount of changes that were made later on in England's team after they were leading 1-0. That's what you do, Melbourne. That's football. Serious minded team who want to win. Go listen to Jose Mourinho, he will tell you. The best way to win a game is to be defensive. You must be defensive to be offensive. When you got a good defense and a reliable defense, my brother, you can challenge any team. One of the problems Barcelona struggles with during this season is the defense. They will score 5 goals, they can't score 6 against them. Last season, at the same thing. So that's our problem. Ivory Coast. And the mindset, you're playing against the European, you're playing like a scare, they got something to lose. You're supposed to play like you got something to prove. You are the underdog. And you go play, you bluffing, you passing around, you talking funny thing there, and you doing that one. Somebody say, oh, they get in card, they get in yellow card, they get in the other card, they get in the other card. When they get people yellow card, you ain't ought to change them. You forced to keep them on the field. So Melbourne is sweet for the African teams. I hope they will learn from there. And that's why when you bring some of the white coaches, you do well. And sometimes we bring the white man. It's because the people are tactical. The people are thinking ahead. They're strategic. They're proactive. They're studying the game. Look, Melbourne, that in America, I started playing football. Before I started learning the positioning for even corner, In places like Africa and in Liberia and in other places we used to play, they don't tell where people position themselves for corner. We do everything by lock a ticket. You lock it, you score. No. Football is positioning. It's tactical. It's technical. You got to know where you are on the field at all times. You have to. So, man, I'm blinking. Y'all lead the web pool, man. Y'all lead FIFA. I don't see real, man. And FIFA cheated for America and they brought up picking back. Guess what? And Belgium getting full because the people prepared themselves. They got ready for the game. So, I don't get no problem with FIFA and whatever it is.
So
just you have a team
quickly,
or at least once they're after the score, I won't go and get themselves to get out.
Yes, I will agree with you. I will agree with you on the tactics. I will agree with you on the field play. But then I go back to the goal also that was scored and I was cancelled by VAR.
Yeah, the new rules now. According to the new rules, Melbourne, you need to study the new rules. According to the new rules, whatever fire, whatever it is, corner or whatever it is, VAR can intervene. VAR can come in and attest to the situation. VAR can change decisions that ref make on the field. And if the ref didn't see anything, the VAR has the ability to call the ref back to be able to look at it. The same thing was in the case of the American picking when he got a red card. The ref was not going to get a red card. The game was going to go on. The VAR saw it and called attention to it. So VAR is part of the game. It has become part of the game, my brother. We got to accept it for what it is. Because when you just leave the game solely in the ref hand, most people have been putting pressure behind the ref that the ref then determine the game and they decide the game. So they decide to add another layer to it. My man, we can't have everything. I'm saying to you, my problem with the African teams in this tournament, they didn't come to play. I will be playing game. They will play throughout the first half, the second half. Soon you get around the 70, 75 minutes, the endurance not there again. The mental fitness not there. Everybody just seems to be losing focus and track. They can't even keep up with the momentum. And you expect to win game? The game is on 90. I don't know how to train. I don't know how to practice. But you're supposed to be training for over 120 minutes endurance of game so that you can withstand pressure. But you get all the African team in the kind of thing that medicine. I see that other Jete won't pull chalk on the face, passing around saying spraying chalk, what did I order? You think that fully thing can work in Syria, man, country? They put them focus. You say Messi will not score, Messi score. You say Argentina will be that fully one from Ghana. You get medicine Ghana, then we walk up. Bunch of stupid people packed together. By the way, folks, they actually had a show. It's so many stupid medicine men, and I mean say medicine men, how can be stupid? You know that? Stupid medicine. You think you a person on your face? What did I mean, medicine man? You take about a few days, you get a hygiene problem. You know medicine men, my brother. But let's share the show, folks.
What kind of medicine men are not water?
My man, that Ghanaian one are parking around with that fully one. Then begin put chain, let's move. We move. We move. Why people planning tactically?
So I agree with you. I agree with you on that. Before you come on, I agree with you on that. That I think the African teams, I think there are so many things that they were lacking. I don't know, because maybe sometimes maybe they were watching most of the guys maybe on television here and there. So maybe they feel that maybe the confidence. Let me just say maybe the confidence was not very.
They got something we call inferiority complex.
Good.
How I mean? In other words, simple word from my own and papa and that BB word I just put Jenna, it simply mean they scared of their friend, he won't be the thing, their friend better than them. They see the women better than them. Simple. You see the women jacking all the old jet.
Especially for a team like Ghana. Just imagine people are even spending Ghana. Even talk about Africa Coast.
Yeah, he other news quickly because I know Masari don't follow football, so we're not listening to him. Not football man. Masari that we are here talking woman Benin yesterday, that woman Benin man. That man I let woman man Benin. For let's share the show. We tell the show we are. Masari don't follow football man. Passing around all they find that woman Benin can be talking. I saw him talking yesterday.
See what's up, people.
What's up?
Not bad, my brother. The problem, my man, my country already out, so I get down now about that thing. America is out, so I'm
your president decided to intervene in the World Cup so that they will
he the one brought that bad luck to us. That not try Joseph Waka, they are just 6 and 7. There are 2 people they are here shaking.
No more. Yeah. I sent a video the other time and I said I want for you to please play it quickly. Shortly.
I think you gotta look for another video, Steve. You probably can go send me a video wherever.
Whatever watch that video, anything that not chop way here, chakla. Anything Joseph Baka pay here in Chakla. These two people,
Hey, God, they show me. I don't want the show.
No go.
Mama, my digo want to so my digo.
No, let the video they are send you. Let it send it back.
Yeah, I don't go here shaking. I Joseph Baka here shaking.
Send my digo go talkie. We can hear about American. What kind of country is this?
Slow down, my digon. Don't bring up behind. I beg you. You man. I'm not putting a light together right now. Leave. You gonna put in a light together. Be nice. You gonna behave yourself. Behave yourself.
Oh God. Yeah. So let me go into the social quickly now. Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
play that social video. Because there's something.
The social video you want me to play.
Yeah, there's something we have said on the show repeatedly from a social standpoint. People don't listen to us. You know, some of us will continue to say the truth until we die. As if faith writing year old, my dear brother, take time with the medicine man. The medicine man can take by us.
Medicine man.
Did I story? I don't check. I ain't checking. I say the truth. Did that thing? The medicine man. The medicine man pass the right. You think when you take a shower, that mean you don't got some mental problem. You got what they got problem. You make this not take a shower a couple of times. And you put bunch of dirty thing on your face. Pass it.
Steve get one of the best pastors. So students get them no medicine man.
My man, so nothing man. Medicine man. My friend, we are medicine man too.
My man, the video. See where you take the video from?
Mama, put on my own man.
Maybe the best pastor from Nigeria.
Mama, we got a lot of political thing to talk about. Let's do the social thing.
Yeah, quick. Yeah, man. Seriously, quick. So you play quick? My brother, me play.
Yeah, listen to me very carefully. Do everything, but don't kill yourself, oh.
Go back, go back.
Married men, hear me. I'm a woman speaking to you now. There's nobody. All of you that are men here, listen to me very carefully. Do everything, but don't kill yourself, oh. Married men, hear me. I'm a woman speaking to you now. There's nobody that can please a woman. Nobody. Now listen to me very carefully.
Hey, wait, that who that person looking at Jeremiah gonna men go now. No, stop. No, think freezing, man. That brother said I had all fully country, man. Come on,
the Almighty God gave us nails. We will cut the nails and attach another one.
Yeah.
God gave us eyebrow. We will shave it off and put another one. God gave us hair. We will remove or do whatever and add wig. The Almighty God cannot please us. You are you that you think you can please us.
That Oma is a living legend and a hero. She earned my respect. That Oma is a living legend and a hero. She earned my respect. She earned my respect. Let me tell you something today. We have said this on the show more than once. We'll continue to say it. We'll say it to all the men on the show, young or old. Don't spend, even Solomon said, don't spend your life being a woman, drinking it or whatever it is. Solomon said that you're a Christian. My brother, don't waste your time. I'm saying it to you as a social chairman. I stand by what I say. There is nothing you can do to please a woman. They can say, oh, you want to please your woman. It's a waste of time. And what the woman saying? Imagine the people can go and sit down and cut their hair. After a few hours, they turn around and put a wig there. That level of confusion that you able to handle it. So when they read it with a confusion, they want to be a leader alone. Just leave them, go find a different person. When that other one read it, have added to and ask to be again, leader, I want to find a different person. Simple. That's the way to solve the problem. That's the way to solve the problem. Don't waste your time. Oh, and my husband, you can't please me. You ought to be pleased. God who born you, God's tired with you. God who made me tired with you. Because you'll get all the false things, you'll get false butt, false titty, false eyebrow, false nail, all the false things there on your, and you'll say somebody tries to please you. Don't waste your time, my brother. I'm giving you all the direct code to all my body. I'm saying it to you. Don't waste your time. You're not able to please these people. You're not able to please the people. Somebody's on my low for social video. Yeah, you know that. So you're pouring through all this. You see Melbourne, before Melbourne could get married, Melbourne used to be shining. That Melbourne, that guy whole life, His share can't even fail again. Look at the big hole that beneath his share. A color bone all showing. Showing. No one used to get a leg packet teen. No one every Friday night was calling. No one balling on a club. But he's old boy again. He's old boy. He's supposed to ball. I beg you. I tell him ain't go ball. Go ball now. Melbourne go ball. Same Melbourne married. You just looking funny. Whole life now looking correct. Melbourne, I used to see Melbourne. I can bring a video in here. When Melbourne caught a hair, he put a small roll here. They run
stop it. Remember this.
Man, don't be noise. Melbourne whole life they're looking funny. Yeah, you know the party government looking. They're looking funny inside outside. The whole government just stupid. Confused government. The bad president ready to leave. The president ready to go. So folks, let me tell you today. Look at Melbourne. The orange shirt. When Melbourne used to wear the orange shirt back in the day, the man looking in the orange shirt. He looking full of shit. Baby, yeah. Now that you're full of shit. I can't color boom. Suffering, confused. Your whole color boom, everything showing.
They want color boom to go ching.
Color boom to go ching. More who are gaining muscle that time. We see muscle, we see something. The sun was coming up to the point where like better they say to come on and say, but why are you doing what Melbourne? They're looking correct like that. I never wanted last time he went to club to sit down and enjoy himself. You can't sit down. You can't sit down. They want to be passing around saying beat ball, talking funny for him, beat ball again. They want got curfew. Soon as I hit 7, 8, who then call me, man, I can't back, I don't go home. No matter tell me I go home. Go, you tell you leave that thing, so you can leave it. But folks are that. So the thing what the woman say, I agree with that 100%. Men, don't kill yourself. Your life matters. Don't kill yourself. Don't worry about the women, it will be fine. God said tired with them. God can please them. God tired with them. I'm telling you, God tired with them. God said, who made them tired with them? Can you imagine God in heaven made them put Google Abra? You know, somebody look at me the other time and told me, say, oh, boy, and Steve, you know, why you can't put your Abra in shape? I said, you crazy? So the person who put it there, wasn't wrong with it. The person who made it Abra wasn't wrong with it. But what Abra in shape? Yo, who passing around, you're looking like day by day there? I mean, you also look like that. I'm supposed to call my Abra, you crazy? I mean, you'll be on funny level. The people can take the Abra from there. Take the Abra, God put there, like something wrong with God. Then the red Abra pencil that blast stupid thing ready there. You make any sense? You make any sense? They take the God-given Abra from there and go put tattoo there to stick it there. I don't want it to take serious. I don't want it to say they can make serious decision. You tell your life, you tell it to them. I don't want it to control your life. They want it who today. They want to go tomorrow, they want to go. Whole women, don't waste your time, my brother. I say, don't waste your time. They want misbehave, you lead them. You get another woman. I'm a recommendation to you. You lead them. And be passing around, oh, they're emotionally discombobulated. Don't want it. Melbourne, you know what I mean for you to go and sit down and all your hair from your head. After a few hours, you say you're missing your head and you put wig there. What kind of imbalance, unstable behavior is that? When we say they get there. When we say they get there, God get them bought. They go and say, oh, I bought there. Then they can't even fall in love. Who can fall in love with fake things? You really see what you want fool or so want fool you do, then you get there. When you don't get there, and you want fool, I'm passing around with funny thing. So I'm saying it to you folks. I agree with that woman from a social standpoint. Anybody that agree with me, now your business, I don't care. I stand with what that woman said. I agree with that woman. And she said the rightful thing. You know, some of us, the thing about we can say, maybe, that later on, before they can agree with us, and later on, before they can agree with us, they know that the truth can be saying. And that the truth me are saying, these people are a bunch of confused species. They are confused species. So don't get yourself out of there. So let's hear from Mr. Masale quickly. Mr. Masale, you heard the woman say, don't kill yourself. Don't worry. Let me tell you my brother quickly, Masale. Mr. Masale, quickly. Let me tell you my brother quickly. Don't let no woman tell you to go take no medicine that your heart, they want for you to die, your heart to beat faster. Your heart, they want for you to die so they can get different men. Don't waste your time. All that food in there you can get and talking, oh, you know, you 1 minute man, my brother be 1 minute man, he's still living. They want to who fought 20 minute man. Why did I stay with the 20 minute man? Why they stay single? And they have 20 many men in their life. Why they not stay with them? In fact, the women who can come out and say things that are disgracing men or disrespecting men by saying, "Oh, you only 1 mini man. Well, you have been married for 5 years. Oh, so you let 1 mini man. Huh? Why you stay there for 5 years? Why the first day you know that you're 1 mini man? Why you not leave? You're hypocrite. You're confused. You're hypocritical. You're also listening to. But anyway, let's hear from Mr. Masale. Mr. Masale, what's going on, Chief?
Yeah, thank you, Steve. Nothing much to say, but that just the fight, because these are some of the things like God gave women nails. They will cut their nails and then they go they play another nails. God gave them latches. They will cut their latches. They put another one. Like you said, God gave them hair. They will cut the hair. They put weave cap there. Or sometimes they cut it low, then they go take attachment and put it there. I see it like you people are condemning God's creation. If God never wanted you to get nails, He was not going to face you and put nails on you. If God never wanted you to get latches, He will not put latches. But everything, if God cannot satisfy women, what can you do as a man to satisfy women? You are wasting your time. And this is why I always say, if it is just me, I think women will do this thing, because I can't get attracted to women for those funny things. You go pull latches. Sometimes when they pull out latches, they can't even say why they are facing. Some of them I can listen to that conversation. When that latches there, they can only be in the morning, they will just take water, they be wiping in the corner of their eyes. Because according to them, when you put water on the eye, you can get together or whatsoever. All kind of thing. Why should you be condemning God's creation? God gave you breast. The way God wants you, that how He brought you, you will not be satisfied. You go pump your breast to make it big. God gave you butt. You say, no, that's stupid, man. Why you doing my butt a day? You go enlarge your butt. Why are women giving God a hard time? You see? And then some of our brothers, they will say that I'm the woman, I want to do BBL. You take money, you give it to her. I want to do my breast, you take money, you give it to her. You're not getting used for your money. You see, then you will say that the government corrupt, all things are hard, but you're taking money to give to a woman to go enlarge your butt, to enlarge your breast, to do all those funny things. The way God created you, if you want it like that, that's your business. I can't contribute to those kind of things, condemning God's creation. It makes no sense. Like today, you go to Liberia now, you go to nightclub and other places. I remember 2023, my first time for my brother to carry me to club in Liberia. I saw men putting things together, katuaba, serving ginger. Why are they doing all the things? Say, my man, they get there, they used to call all 1 minute men, but when you put the one there together, you give somebody $20, I say you will not regret. You're destroying yourself, my brother. Another thing they get in Liberia now called brown tap again. You can't please woman. All that thing you're doing is side effect. Tomorrow, you the one, you will start peeping on yourself. Our brothers, you put yourself together. Thank you, Chairman.
My man, if any man died because they were taking medicine to please woman and not going to your funeral, you're a fool. I will not go to your funeral, you're a fool. You're supposed to leave your mind, your pa on earth, your children on earth, your family, because one woman who later on will leave you for another man. In fact, before they even bury you, the woman finna find the person who will replace you. Your replacement warm you up on the touchline, and you there giving yourself a hard time. You see where minded man. You are a serious minded man. So no, that thing sometimes we say and people laugh, but these are the facts. These are the facts. These are the facts. No, let me tell you something. Let me say this. Now I was talking to one of my African, one of my friends, one of my colleagues. And she's not from the African culture, she's from the European culture. And she likes to talk religion, and so she was talking about the importance of if man refuses to engage a woman and the woman should propose to him. She brought that conversation. We're sitting talking because she's from a religious standpoint of how things have changed now. She's seeing some women proposing to men or whatever it is or whatever. Let me say this. First of all. Let me say something. And maybe some of you who are Christians or religious people, traditional people, can go check the facts and the history. First thing first, engagement is no promise that anybody will marry you. Let me say again. Engagement is not a promise that you will get married or you'll be married. No man, any man that engage you today can leave you anytime he won't leave you. Engagement is not a guarantee. In fact, engagement is one of the worst places to be for a woman because you don't know your next level, your next status. Let me say this. For some of you young people who are doing the engagement with your friends, I'll say this for educational purposes and information. Some of you who they can engage you right next to the beach. Your mother know about you, your partner know about you, your brother know about you, your sister know about you. You are in some serious problem. Engagement should not be surprising. Let me say it again. Engagement should not be surprising to you. You know, when I see you passing around your false nails and your false eyelashes there and false eyebrow there, when they engage you falsely and you're celebrating, you're happy, you're getting a bunch of false friends around you that won't sleep with the same man that you got engaging you anyway. Most of your friends around you want that man anyway. When I see you passing around giving yourself hard time, you're celebrating, yeah, you get engaged, I see you showing your hand. I just know that you're a loser, you're going nowhere. That engagement you can be doing, that Hollywood engagement. I see Melbourne laughing.
Yeah, because don't do it. Yeah, don't post my secret. They say make them talk off. Leave some.
Okay. Yeah. No. Listen, I will listen to you as an advisor. I will not go to detail. So you have to be funny engagement. They
say don't tell Joe.
When you go into the funny engagement and they break one of your teeth in your mouth, don't call your people, don't call your parents, don't call your man. They can't know engaging you on the beach. Nobody knew who was engaging you. So you say yourself a failure. You got something that you don't even know.
Yourself.
You don't even know. You even know no family member behind it, nothing. And that person carry you on somewhere on a beach. Because they're working somewhere that they can get a discount on travel and hotels on it. They carry you on somewhere on a beach on discount level. And they say they're engaging you. And you're there bouncing around. You think you're not rich. You think you're successful. Be there, my sister. Please be there, yeah? Don't let your mind, your family members know what's going on. You'll be keeping it a top secret. Let it be engaging you on a cover. And you think you're not rich and you're successful. No problem. If I were your pal or your brother, when you break your team, your mother, don't call me. By the time you're doing that fully losing thing, I will not part of it. I will not part of that losing thing you have going on. Oh, yes. And so bottom line here is, I think we the men is about time that we stand up. That we
got some of those, Steve.
Let me tell you something.
Partners will be giving.
One of the things I hate to see in my life is for a man to lose himself in a woman. Let me say again, it's for a man to lose himself in a woman. Look, even your parents can benefit from you again. I see some men when a woman snap her finger, let it go. When she said, tweet, before she even left her phone, they honor control. My brother, you are useless when you live on the earth and you got a woman controlling your life. You are as useless as it gets. Yes, I say it and I stand by it. So I hope that this will awaken some of our brothers to take your place. And don't die because of any woman. Don't go take no medication. She won't call you 1 million men out of business. She won't call you 5 million men out of business. We don't worry about that when we move. We're moving. Life important. Life is important more than that temporary thing anyway. It's not important. Your life matters, my brother. Stop taking all the funny things to impress, confuse people, inconsistent people. Stop it. Don't waste your time. Stay healthy, stay safe so you can take care of yourself. So yeah, close it up on the social issue and we'll get to the politics of the day.
Well, thank you, Steve. Even though everything that you and the other brother Ali said, these are all facts and these are all live reality. Yesterday we started that, and we've been receiving a couple of calls. People, if I giving their own life experience and so forth. Let me be frank. They live here. You can live in hell, like for example, because we don't know whether hell exists or not. So, but say we're thinking about whether we'll go to heaven or we'll go to hell. You can be on this earth, and that's true. There are a lot of us on this earth that already live in here. That one is very clear. Somebody that what Steve is saying, or Ali saying, somebody in your life that you're doing things for, they're turning your head up and down, they're making you crazy. my brother, or my sister, you got to recalibrate. You got to think about how you were in your mom's stomach for 9 months without speaking to anybody. Sometimes you put yourself together because it's not easy. We are in here with Steve. You're right. Most of the relationships, most of the things that we find ourselves in today, they are all hell. At the end of the day, people want to do, they want to play. Just imagine, even to one of the popular comedian, right? Mama Labio's story. When Mama Labio was thinking about marrying a girl because quote unquote, the girl want DV. They get thinking about marrying to Mama Labio because quote unquote Mama Labio is also popular. So just imagine the kind of games that people are playing with people, Steve. Just imagine. So some people let me come in your life just because they love you. No. Maybe you were someone driver, you got someone a car, and that car that they quote unquote she saw and the car around and why she coming around you for. But you don't know. To you, she love you so dearly to your heart. No. So that hey, Stevie, right?
No, I beg you, can you open the phone for maybe 5 minutes? Let's hear from our board and quickly before we switch to the politics. Just 5 minutes, I beg you, Chief.
All right. So Steve said for the social aspect, yeah, you're right. Yeah. So for the social aspect, maybe we can take a few calls on that. Some of you who have maybe some advices or maybe some take on the social issue, you can also give us a little take on that. So the number remains the same. Sorry. 0770-203125. That's the number again. 0770-203125. Because sometimes we know that more men get stroke. Steve, I don't know. Maybe you will tell us. Somebody.
We'll talk about that tomorrow. We'll talk about that tomorrow. What can lead to stroke?
Yeah, what can lead to really stroke? Hello to this first caller. Good evening.
Hello. Good evening to you, brother.
Yeah, my brother. Go ahead.
Yeah, I think we're discussing updating of that.
Okay.
Yeah, I have my girl. She works to labor ministry. She left me because of 1 hour. Right now, 3 hours living together right now. But the man, I stand with the man. So she left me. Then the man living together right now.
Wow.
Updating of that.
Wow. So she left you just because you don't have car.
Because I don't have car. And the man just a driver me government. And the man she will right now. So updating of that.
All right. Experienced people. 0770. 203125. Quickly to this caller. Good evening. Yep. Yeah, my brother. Go ahead.
Hey, man, talk loud. I ain't scared for. Maybe I'm not hearing you. Okay, maybe one's frozen. We'll open the line to this so the victim they can talk. I see the women in the comment section.
Steve, you read the comment.
And 1 or 2 more, let's see you that you always look good. Women want good. That is of most of the men. Thank you.
All right, thank you. And he said something though. Don't inspire for Africa. So you empower our sisters, our mother. No, that one part you lose them. I will forget it. It's why you go be a boutique or you go get a. That's the bullet that can be going job.
My man, get our next video. Let's move. We move.
I'm not leaving. I'm not going for politics. I'm not going to
be. Get the next video, my man. We'll start politics in the next 2-3 minutes, my man.
0770-203125. Still did it here, my brother. Before, yeah, man, I get my sister and I follow him, man. 0770-203125.
Okay, then let's go to politics. Let's wait to the politics.
Yeah, man. Yeah, you know, sometimes to Steve, it can be easy. Yeah. We got moments, all of them. But actually, on a very serious note, okay, somebody quick, let me just take the caller. Hello?
Hello?
Yeah, hello, my brother. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm calling from Tinga Village.
Okay.
Local is my name.
Okay, so your issue quickly.
I really enjoy you people because they think here we are suffering. Men like me, I'm going to my 70 now. We really suffering from our mothers, our sisters. Then we are suffering from them because everything. I go tell somebody here. You know how much for that here? You taking it so look at that kind of thing there. First day you go put it there. You say you know how much for it.
So that means a business. Oh, your whole month about your hair.
Yeah. I go tell the hair like that. I say how the hair looking long also? Leave that hair. You know how much for it? Look at that kind of thing there.
No, Steve, I'm making don't be in trouble to people life. Because even myself, they can be like, how you people can be talking here, you're talking to someone else. I said, oh, But you know, sometimes when the pastors are preaching, you know, it'd be like, you know, the pastor can be 80. He said, but how the pastor preaching so? Yeah, I mean, I'm preaching to. But anyway, today's caller, good evening.
Hello, neighbor.
Yes, man, dear, good evening. Go ahead.
This is Steve. I'm calling you. It's my first time to be on your show, but this topic that Steve is very important.
Okay.
Brother, don't kill yourself for the people.
Yeah.
Do not kill yourself for the people.
Because men always committing suicide. I have for you hear that woman commit suicide. Only men. I'm telling you about.
Don't kill yourself for the people. You can do everything for the people. The next question will ask you tomorrow what you are doing for me.
Okay.
So everything is God. That's what the man said is God who fed the people. If God sat down with the people, they are about we the men. Do what you can do for yourself. Do what you can do and enjoy your life and live longer. Do not kill yourself, live on.
Thank you, my brother. Patient. I'm a patient story of baking. Are you bad? So, because if I'm bad, so I'm not telling you. To this, they're going to say, go up there. Keep your calls coming. No.
Melbourne, a lot of popular demand will come on and pray before we get into politics. Because
yeah, exactly what we'll do. So you keep your calls coming, and my people, you give them
the men got to open doors for all men to talk to.
But you know, Steve, the one of course, you know, when you invest, somebody think to bow down to anger. When you invest, there were so many frustrations. 14 billion, how can come you? Because we want to invest. Monkey wipe. Monkey wipe bamboo draw that we saw to I say what kind of entertainment center they feed it. But my uncle went on the line. Uncle Brian Tate, good evening.
Yeah, neighbor, how you doing? Let me say good evening to Mose. There I live in the background. We can follow school.
Oh.
Let me make a point. You know, the late June Dobo from Nima.
Yeah.
He don't sing. One time we were on the Ministry of Education of Broadfield there. And then he started sharing jokes. So he said, but man, don't kill yourself for young girl, because when you see when young girl walking, that starts making that the way you see the ball shaking, they want shaking that my food money, my house rent, my suit, my hair, my latches. He said that all I want on you. Wow. So when you go there, the trouble you're going for, you will get it. And Moses said it right. If somebody can challenge God, my man, what you able to do? God says, make some of you read today, then you'll get read. They can challenge God. And Moses said it right. My man, you should be challenged. You should be big boy.
Oh, don't mind Uncle Brother can take it back.
Slow down. Get a color chance.
But you worry so much that what they will eat today, what the child will eat, what they want to eat. But
yeah, slow down.
You finish pressing your clothes, you probably carry to dry cleaning. When are you carry your clothes to dry cleaning?
You better drop.
So thank you, man. Thank you.
Thank you, man. Uncle Brother, I think you just said it.
Show the chair not paying you again. That's not bad thing. We're just complimenting you. You look like you're suffering now.
Yeah, but don't put me in trouble too now. You can say it the same.
No, but let me tell you something. Back in the days, let me say this to you. Back in the days, our parents, some of our bigger sisters, our auntie, then maybe they can relate or maybe
way back, man.
Guess what? Back in the days, when some of our papi then ask our auntie, then they'll say, "Oh, well, give me money, let me go buy pepper and tea, can't go." They want as soon as you say hello, they will. Look, the bunch of hungry ladies passing around, they're quick to ask for you to take them out to go eat.
And they're hungry.
They're very hungry. Melbourne. And the problem there with them also, not only that they're hungry, most of them are alcoholics. They can drink more than the men. Our sister is serious alcoholic who can drink more than the men. Look, Melbourne, this thing is very embarrassing. Nowadays, for you to see anyone and say, "Oh, but I can cook. Let me cook something, or let me go buy something." No. They want for you to get into the restaurant, and every day you might be going out to eat on dinner. You might be going, the thing what they see on the TV, that loser life what they see on TV. That 81 live. Who come to be on our work.
And I don't know, you are talking about the long nails or you know,
That's
the person they will want you to take them to restaurant. You go, you sit down to restaurant, you spend about $100, $150, just to go eat all kind of thing, and that one they could give you something at $25. You cost something decent for you to eat, but because of the flashing light, the fake light, they slave queen like they want to show to their friend. Oh yes, my boyfriend took me to Royal Hotel or what kind of map.
And here is the issue: the one that even
Facebook. Why they stay for you friend?
Here's the sad part. You see, here's the sad part. Here's the sad part. You get a young man who you now tell say the man might take you out to eat. God take you out to eat with his last money. The man takes it, okay, but then let go to my heart now. And you tell the man say who you taking you to be your just meeting. Like your pa before you ask him to go take you to go eat. Like your uncle, like your relative. So you hungry, you passing around, somebody feed you. Time for you to come to show up to the man. You making excuses around it, like you were begging for food not too long ago. You better than the man. So you know so many things that we need to have this conversation in public and put it in perspective. We're not here for that thing. We're not here for that thing. Yeah. We're not here for that.
Patience, if you want to come on, you can come on. It's true.
Yeah, you absolutely come. We're not
come because the problem here is we are also doing this thing also to protect. Because let me tell you, what are all of you women today? Some of you who can be getting vest, you can all who bring all on this app, Steve. And a woman.
Yeah.
So that women bringing men and both men and women. But the problem here is how can your male children, for example, if you're a mother out there today, think about this. There are no in-laws, no confusion between father-in-law and daughter-in-law, no. But the confusion is always between the mother-in-law and the daughter-in-law.
Yeah, but that's the thing. You men will carry you to go spend $150 in restaurant, and from there now you go in. Oh yeah, I still owe my house rent. What sense does that make? Like $150, you could go $25 food. You and that man sit down, you enjoy like all $125. You pay your house rent, you pay your children's school fee. But because you saw your friend to Royal Hotel having dinner or lunch, so you said to you want to show up. This too much competition that was suffering some of our sisters.
And you guys, let me be frank, Ali and Steve. You guys saying something very, very important here this evening. And let me say that to all of our men out there today. If you're looking for a woman, go in the market, check your money, better bus sellers, check your money, plenty, the edos, the women that selling around that can work up 4 grand of money to go and look for that daily bread. That is real women in there.
No, they want that can do.
Let me free.
They be posting on
they are the real women. Anytime looking for a woman. Don't look for a woman who you every time you be spending on job because they fine. That means we'll pay you just because God made you fine for one now. So that means responsible for that. I thought you're supposed to be happy that you even beautiful and you're supposed to be work hard so that we all can also maybe make our life better. How can you want to make me, Mabel, to be paying you just because you fine?
But Mabel, here's the part I think to further expand on some of the confusion. Here's the part that's even confusing. I see women, men not plenty on earth, but I see some women following men who acting like women, dressing like women, calling them girls. Men know that man has already your boyfriend or your husband or your significant other. Passing behind them and supporting them. For that same man to turn around again and can't take men from you. You see where man and woman, you're not ready yet. You honor money your own interests. I see most women doing that. Look, Melbourne, this thing is not only confusing, it's complexing.
So so should we also carry that Steve, let's look at this because what are you talking about? Because for me, I can safely say this. From 1980, in fact 1990, all the women that are coming from 1999 are just but the Google women, they finish by the 1980. That one.
Maybe hold on, let me hold you there. Maybe let me hold you there.
Yeah.
You know, there's a lot of things I wouldn't use different generations or years to categorize women or their behavior. I think what has happened, I have seen 50-year-old woman, 51-year-old woman come on Facebook in public in painting and bra. Grandma doing that. Grandma they're doing that. They on the internet, they're dressing like that. Grandma. So I wouldn't do that. But what I would say is, I think it's about time that women understand the value of men and not keep putting this pressure on men. I'll be very honest. It's okay to have expectations, but it seems like we as men, many of us have been pressured from society, from women.
And society also not been doing well for us, Steve.
It has become a
society always against us.
It has become a serious problem wherein men, men die before their time. Men suffer stroke and other things. And so I think it's about time that we prioritize men in our lives. We respect men in our lives. Look, let me say this. The women will get for me, but let me say this to you. The best thing that ever happened to any woman in your life is for a man to be in your life. Let me say
100%. 100%, Steve.
I mean, when you say that, man, the best thing that can ever happen to any woman in your life is for a man to be in your life. Yes. Let me say it again. It's for a man to be in your life. And when a man is in your life, be careful as to not to control a man. That's not your role. Most of you women want to control the man to the point where if you are not careful, before that man go use the bathroom, that man got to take permission from you.
Exactly.
Maybe I'll leave it with you because we'll come and go to the
yes. So thank you. So like I was saying, the reason, I come in, Brother Aliu, because you were controlling the entire show up to the 15 minutes. The reason why I mentioned the 1980 and the 1990, I know you talk about some of our old folks, their behavior on social media. Well, I think they are not really in numbers. But if you look at the 1990 generation or the females, they'll tell you that they don't even have anything anymore. But by then, even for the other women by then, to even have a boyfriend, to even speak out that, oh yeah, they have this, it was difficult. But again, because we live in a modern world, they will say, so at the end of the day, the people, in fact, they go to club. 16 years old, 17 years old, 18 years old girls start to enjoy her lives. She will years before thinking about being serious. Ali, are we really making progress? Are our mothers, our sisters making progress? I will tell you no. You start drunkenness. Let me just say, hey, quickly before I tell you, you start drunkenness at the age of 16, 17, up to 30 years. Or you will blame somebody else's son for not paying attention to you. Anyway, I'll take over my brother.
Thank you, Mabel. You know the problem here, we say some of these things, sometimes people are like, oh, we bashing on women. For me, I always say this, we just want to guide our sisters, our mothers and our daughters, because they are the victim always. You see, for example, today, look at the statistic. We get about 5 billion women in the world, and we get 2 billion men. So if you get a man in your life, you should be grateful to God and appreciate that man. Some of our sisters, our daughters, they are out there tonight. They are hanging around for somebody to carry them for $10, $15, $20. What can they do for your life? And you, God was able to bless you with a man in your life. And the both of you are together today, and you don't want to appreciate him. Like somebody just said in the comment section, in the Western world, men don't have no respect. Because this thing about women rights, so women have the right, this and that, and what have you. So they don't respect men. Because, for example, now speaking of my country, our country, Liberia, we all know the woman, most of our sisters, our mothers, our daughters, they are always home taking care of the children while the husband go to work. He responsible to pay children school fee, giving food money. He provide everything, clothing, shelter, and feeding, the 3 basic human needs. He do everything. So you will see that woman, she will be respectful to her husband and what have you. And even back home, there are some women, they are working, but yet they stay or they give their husband some respect. But in the Western world today, how many women you have seen in the Western world that are working, the man is working, despite of how much they are making, but they still give their husband respect. They know their boundaries. They know their rules, no matter what happens. Some of our sisters in the Western world, yes, they are doing it. No matter how much they earn, they know, oh yeah, we from our country, we get tradition, we get culture, we're supposed to respect our men no matter how much we make, no matter where we find ourselves, we are women. We should know our limit and our boundaries. But some of our sisters today, when they see that say in the Western world, I don't have to give you full money and think, oh yes, you can eat whatever you want to eat because while you're working, you're earning your own money. And they will be like, why should I come and be respecting men, this and that? The moment men start to make money, he's working, he's making money, the first thing that comes to his mind, how to get a family, how to get a wife, so they can start having children, so they can have a beautiful family. That's the first thing that will come to a man's mind. But the moment woman start to make money, the first thing that comes to her mind, do I really need men? Because she feels she have money, so she don't need men. This is how some, not all, some of our mothers, our sisters, our daughters, that's how they think. That the moment they are making money now, they don't need men. So are you people trying to say that you only need men in your life because you want somebody that will give your money to take care of you? But once you are working, you earning your own money, man is not useful to your life? So these are some of the things we always say. Our sisters, they have to be very careful how they carry themselves out there. No matter what you do, like I said, 5 billion women in the world, and we get 2 billion men in the world. So if you are lucky to have a husband among those 2 billion men, you should be grateful to God. If we say respect your husband, you don't have to be crawling on your knee, this and that, the way our mothers used to do. No. But when you're talking to your husband, you should know that he is your husband, how to talk to him, how to approach him. Likewise, we the men, when we are talking to our wives, we shouldn't talk to them like we are talking to our children, or you talking to or kid out there, or your slave, or whatsoever. No, respect is also earned. When you want your wife to respect you, you should be able to talk to your wife in a sweet and soft voice as a man. Because while you expect her to talk to you calmly, you don't want your wife to be talking to you, she's screaming at you, talking above your head. No, that's being disrespectful. So likewise, we the men, we have to do the same thing. When you're talking to your wife, you can't be screaming at her. And that's why we the men, we have to always try to control ourselves. We know women, they are emotional beings. And so you the men, sometimes when something happens in the home, or when you want to talk to your wife and you know you are angry within that moment, try to put yourself together. Even if it will take 1 or 2 days, calm down, put yourself together, so that maybe after that 1 or 2 days, you will be like, oh yes, or babe, we need to talk, we need to have a conversation. And you tell her why she did that it didn't go down well with you. But you cannot be angry when your woman did something to you, and then in that kind of aggressive mood, and then you start talking to her, you start screaming at her, or she somehow feel belittled, somehow feel insulted and humiliated, and sometimes she will come back at you. You see? So we the men, we should be able to control ourselves. Whenever your wife did something to you and it didn't go down well, and you're looking at yourself that when you talk, you will use the wrong words on her, you just try to control yourself. And if you continue to always address your wife in that kind of respectful manner, you people are going to be okay. But if you feel because you the man, you always want to address your wife aggressively, that's not even good. Even in the community, when people see you addressing your wife in that kind of aggressive mood, that kind of arrogant, abusive way, the way some men abuse their wife publicly, how do you expect people to respect your wife in the community? No. If the horse does not sell you in the street, is not going to buy you. Likewise, our wives, the way you will talk to your husband in the community, in the midst of people, that's how people are going to respect him. But if you can talk to your husband aggressively, rudely, any kind of way, and anybody will want to do it, say, this is how your own wife can talk to him. So we have to be very careful. Most especially those of us that have children, in the midst of your children, you should know how you're talking to your wife. Because these are things our children can see, and some of them will say, oh yes, I think it is good, and they pick it up, they grew up with it. We have to be very careful how you talk to your wife in the midst of the children or in the public among other people. And likewise, the wife, you should know how to address your husband in the midst of your children and other people. But women, we always say this because you don't hear men really crying all the time about being frustrated, about being ill-treated by women as compared to women. Women are always the victim. They will always cry, oh, I struggle with this man all alone, and at the end of the day, this happened, that happened. And when we come here to say some of these things, it's not like we are bashing on you people. For me, I always say this because I say women, you people are our mothers, our wives, our sisters, our daughters. So we need to cherish you, handle you with care and all of these things, because you people are always the victim most of the time. And when we're saying these things, it's just to put your own guard. Some of our sisters, they are not working, they are not doing anything. This coming December, when that December now go down to Liberia, instead of telling that man to help you with some money to do business that will impact your lives, no. They care, but they want to sit to the front seat, put their foot on the dashboard. You take them to D Calabar, you take them to Sinimba, you take them to Nimba Echo Lodge, you take them to Royal Hotel, you go eating this and that. You will spend up to $3,000-4,000 on them before coming back to America. And when you come, while you left with them, nothing. They don't think wiser to say, oh yes, instead of all going Echo Lodge, we going all the way over there, we going spend money, or we going say that to have dinner, $150, $200. Try to take something to be independent. There's too much, because the last time my friend boyfriend came for America, they went Echo Lodge, they went D Calabash, they went for dinner to Royal Hotel. So when your boyfriend took her, you want to do the same thing. Our fingers are not the same. Most of our sisters, what I have observed, there's too much competition is what's suffering them. You see? And they had to stop that. There's too much competition. They had to stop it. If you back home, you get somebody here talking to you, try for that person to do something that is going to impact your life. If you can do business, ask that person to give you some money. And this is why most of the time people can say, oh, Masade, why you can talk like this? I will always say this, 75% of our brothers who are in the diaspora, America, Canada, Australia, Europe, and you name it, they will be talking to you. They keep you on the phone whole night. They're talking to you. December, the moment they come Liberia, they spend that 1 or 2 months with you. When they come back, they're done with you. They start talking to a different woman for 2027 when they go back. They start talking to a different woman for 2027. So you people have to always be smart. When you start talking to somebody, they give you all those sweet words. The best thing you can do, you bought all this sweet thing there. I can't be saying that your whole day on the phone. Let me find something to do. But most of our sisters, When they go out there, they see their friend is selling cold water. Hey, you pass muye with your cold water bucket. Hey, you pass muye with your cold plastic. They mocking at them. They just want that slave queen life. Pluck their eyebrows, paint their nails, all kind of things, face their hair. You see them on Broad Street just to say they're going to work. Nothing but just from Broad Street to Kerry Street, McDonald Street, Nipple Street, all around the place, doing nothing. But because someone in America sending them money, so instead of them taking that money to impact their lives, nothing. And when that man can spend that 1 month sleep with you, he can't buy him done with you. Then your friend in the community will start to ask you, oh, what are your guy used to be talking to in America, that door there? And this is how they will always see, they say, oh, man, that door. Then they start to criticize you, call you all sorts of names. You need to put your lives together. There's too much competition. It's not taking you people anywhere. And we say this thing because what? You people are women. And if you live your life like that, at the end of the day, what will you do? You will end up hanging to somebody, married man, the rest of your life. You will be, even though you get your woman, get problem with it, you will be forever side chick. The best thing you can do, try to be independent. If somebody come in your life, try to get something for that person to be independent. The world is growing every day from one age to another. And some of our brothers, they are in the same thing. They will be having a girl here for them to try to be independent, to do something to impact their life. No. They just want that girl to be sending money. They get transfer hanky to their butt, going from D Calabar to sending back, going here and there. My brother, you are not doing good for yourself. At the end of the day, when I get dash you, then you say that all on serial girl, that foolish girl, this and that. You foolish. Because the time the iron had, that's the time to burn it. When she was talking to you all this time, that's the time, oh yeah, babe, you know, I can't just be here. I sit today, household day. I need to be doing something. Try to encourage her. And when she said you 1 or 2 cents, prove to her that why you are a productive man. When he said you 1 or 2 cents, prove to him that you are what? A productive woman. But our brother, they don't think of this thing. It's almost like our government officials, when they are working in government, they feel that they are part job. This is why today, when some of them, when they are no longer in power, you see them say they are looking dusty up because they don't plan their lives. When you are in a relationship with a guy, the best thing you can do, my sister, my brothers by there, try to tell that girl to help you with some money. As a man, we are already strong. We know how to hustle and get in the hustle. Instead of just be there, anytime she call you, you on the phone, oh yes, babe, oh yes, babe. You are not helping yourself. And to our sister, the same thing. You just want to be there. When they send you money, you go Waterside, you go up Merkin Street, you go buy all the charity, you put it on you. You take picture, you put it on Facebook. It's not helping you. It's not taking you anywhere. Try to be productive. Every year, your age is growing up. You are not going. Your age is not going back. It's not reversing. It's going forward. You see, those guys will keep you on the phone whole night, from January all the way to December. And when they come, they spend that 1 month. They will just take you all around. When they come in by, oh yeah, babe, okay, yes. When I go, I will see what to do. The moment they come, they're done with you. The most beautiful woman in the world. And the woman you know about. That's the most beautiful woman. The moment you sleep with her, you will be, even though she's beautiful, but you already know you have getting what you want. So if a man is talking to you all this while and he was able to give you some money, you start doing business and things. If he come, you all have some time together. When he come back and he care less about you, oh yes, you will feel bad because even though you gave him your body, but yet then let me hear I doing my business, I get my 1 or 2 keke running. You will not regret. You will not call him dog. You see? But they too much slave queen life. They big Jew life. It will not take you anywhere. Our brothers, our sisters, you need to stop this thing and be focused. And for me, mostly I can always say this thing when I talk about women because I have 4 girls, children. So when I talk in some of these things, I always be thinking, because I know the kind of war we're in tomorrow. Time to come, by the time our children are mature, we don't know how the war going to be at that time. The war we are in today is not the war our parents were in. So by the time tomorrow my daughters be 2018, because my other daughter, she's the 23 now in college. I even get a grandchild from her. Okay, you see. So all of these things, we just have to be careful what we do out there. Men going to club drinking or brand tab drinking or what the stuff mean. Have all kind of things there. You say you want to please woman, you are suffering yourself. Come on, example, we are all mature. If you happy to have intimacy with your wife, it is sometimes when you even wake up, you will start to feel some pain. And those people, they are always normal. That's how God created them. So what the essence of going to be taking katuaba, branta, jinjang, 7 you combining all of these things together, you say you want to please a woman. Like the pastor said just now, that Reverend Mother, if God can give women hair, they cut their hair, they put weave care or they put attachment, God gave them latches, they take it from there, they take out the latches, they plain latches. God gave them nails, they cut it, they put false nails. God gave them breasts, they will go, they enlarge their breasts. God gave them but they go, they enlarge it. All of these things, they say they are not satisfied with what God gave them. What can you do as a man to satisfy a woman? Nothing. So all those tablets you taking a thing, the side effect, you the one going to feel it. That side effect is not going to the woman. You the one the side effect is coming to. At the end of the day, you become useless. So we just
Wonderful.
have to be very careful.
Thank you. Thank you, Brother Aliu. And let me say thanks to all of you. Yeah, thank you. Those of you who are also watching, thanks to all of you.
Okay, I think I
those
get
of you who are commenting, most of our
50,
sisters.
I get
Yes, at least. Yes, at least today, most of our sisters today they agree with us. That's
yes,
good.
I can hear the places demo, and maybe when I come, maybe you need to, because I can just hear these places they are never been there.
What kind of place that? Don't put me anything on USD. Oh,
hey, my man, when I come, you have to. I want to see the place
where?
D Calabash, but I don't go in the. I don't go out in the night. So maybe like in the daytime, we just driving around. Let me see that place they call D Calabash. Let me see the place they call.
Where to? If I should be behind me for that place, I say for me, I haven't entered D Calabash before.
Maybe when I come, we pass someone to carry all the because for me the latest 5:30 I should be home.
Yeah, but the deacon will tour you around when you come. Don't worry, you know. So again, are you talking about people having their own money, especially our women? You're right, and that's why most of them they are choice. I mean, before we to the Aliu on something like you just said, most of our sisters who in the US or who outside of Liberia, see the kind of choices that they make. You know, they can be choosing the kind of men they want because they have money, right? See, instead of them opening up for that man who will love them, cherish them, maybe for who they are, they will not become to what? Look for the kind of men they want. And most of the men that they want, they're all celebrity. People who popular, people who want to do, people who this and that. You know, they waste your time. That means you're carrying your life, eat your money, and run away. And so, but again, look for money. But don't look for money to please men, also women. Don't do that. That man will eat your money and run away. And then wait till man will back. Maybe we can use a few minutes to go into politics, or maybe we'll continue with the discussion.
Well, I think we've said it all. I see some people already in their feelings, but that's good. I told you before, when people start getting vexed, that means that it's a sign that they're a child of God, because God can get vexed. So I don't have problem when people get vexed. I just get problem with what you do when you vex. It's a very good thing for people to get vexed. It just shows that you're a child of God. So I'm not worried about the comments. I'm not worried about people taking it personal. People getting vexed. I'm not worried. That's just what it is. But yes, in the politics, folks, over the past few weeks, you have heard a lot of different things, starting from the 19 million drug boss to today, as we speak, the senators, the House of Representatives, where Edwin Snow is telling one, on record, telling one government official that you should stop the drinking too much. So a lot of things been happening. I'd be very honest. A lot of things have been happening. Interestingly, that's where we find ourselves, and that's what it is. Well, Milborn, I don't know what you guys make of it. Hello?
Yeah, Chairman, you talking to me?
Mm-hmm.
Mabel, are you there? Oh, yes. Oh, like what happened today in the Senate there, I was following them. And for me, most of the time, like the last time I listened to Luther Tappe, he said President Bouaka need to reshuffle his government. And I also listened to Thomas Fala, he said Bouaka need to reshuffle his government. The Unity Party, they claim to be the most educated people, sophisticated, and we can see them having people that will be misbehaving or carry on some unethical behavior. Because the Senate, those people, they just issue, they are doing everything that those people who are involved, let Liberian people know them, because this government, more especially the key to fight drugs. Steve, this is my question always. When the Unity Party was in opposition, those people knew how drugs were entering the country. BHU, the seaport, the airport, the border, they knew the 3 strategic points, how drugs were entering the country, and they knew those people who were bringing drugs. Why today, in their government, they don't have that sophistication to know who are those people that are bringing drugs and how the drugs is entering the country? And for you to say the Senate, they are interfering into the investigation, and today they call you now, you standing there to apologize, and people can continue to do this thing where you want to bring the House of Senate to public ridicule, and when they call you now, then you say, oh yes, you want to apologize. There should be action taken against those people. People can't just be making reckless statements, and when they call you now to question you, and then you say you want to apologize. You see, and today I listened to one of the senators saying that he's a non-governmental material. Yeah, because if you want to humiliate the people, they will humiliate you as well. You see, so that is just it. Well, Chairman, I will follow the show, but it is about time I beg to leave. So it was nice being here. See you guys tomorrow. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Milborn, I heard what Mr. Masale said, but Milborn, what say you, and how do you react to all of the allegations going on around?
Mm-hmm.
You know, starting from the people, from the senators. Let's go with the senators first.
Yes, let's see.
How do you react?
Okay, I didn't.
Right, like it's the case. What they getting dropped in this year? All people get right. You never saw one way where you not be elected, say right, like it's the case. What they getting dropped in this year? All people get right.
Well, wonderful, Steve. I think this is interesting, and then
I think Milborn is off.
Some of them, you know, like the information minister said today that they will not sit back and allow people to, I don't know, to say what, to say this, to insult the government or to do this. So they will always come up. And, you know, Steve, I was thinking, I said, wait, how would the guy really understand it, or the minister understand what he's saying? That just because somebody comes up and says something about government, so you take all of your energy, all of the time, instead of you informing the Liberian people about what's going on, but you are coming out to say you will be maybe quote unquote reacting or debunking or insulting people just because they have their own view on national issues, then I mean we're in a serious problem, Steve. I feel we're in a very, very serious problem. But for what happened today with the House of Senate today, where one of the executive branch of government official today was summoned on his comment on Facebook, and you know the way the lawmakers are going now, especially from the upper house, I think they are now working. They're now understanding that maybe quote unquote President Bouaka, you know, was not the one maybe controlling or maybe saying most of these things that used to happen before. So they are now understanding no, but like we used to waste our time acting like in fact that we were afraid of the executive, but not new. That was somebody guys behind the scene that used to do these things, push the president against certain things, but will not do our work. So the issue of drugs is very serious. And today again, in fact, last evening, one of our sister network, I heard so many names again, even including entertainment center that were also mentioned. So for people to think that Liberians will forget about the drugs issue and do it as normal, to say that 1 week stuff, or do it as politics, where morally, I don't know whether morally in your country or not, they acting that they want to be having joint statement, they want to be having this, they want to be doing this. Look, that will waste your time. The executive don't have the strength, they don't have the capacity. Still quickly before you come in, they don't have the capacity for all these things, because the people who are criticizing you, they are more than you, and they are not doing anything besides talking. But you have job to do. So the time you will tell to be on Facebook, to be reacting to people, it's just a waste of time. Go ahead, Steve. So for me, I think the executive, they have more work. If they have drunkards, like Edwin Mavis said, I think they got to work. They have more work to do. President Bouaka, even though we haven't heard from him for a little time, but I think they have more work to do.
Thank you, Milbo. I'm going to say a lot of things, because during the week, Monday through Wednesdays, you know, I'm now on with you guys, and you guys have the opportunity to expand and talk about so many things. But I'm going to say a lot of things today and provide some education, some information. I'm also going to confirm some things before we open the line, based on some of the information we're knowledgeable of. First of all, let me start with the House of Representatives Senate. Let me start with Lima Bowie. Lima Bowie was right. You know, when we say these things, people think we're being disrespectful, or they think we want to look down on people or whatever, but that's just the fact. And the fact here is, it is the Honorable House of Representatives. It's not Honorable Representative. No. Because both houses will always be considered Honorable House. I understand that the senators came in and called it the House of Edos. They shouldn't be doing that. They should not be doing that. They shouldn't be calling no House of Edos, because not everybody in that house there are Edo. There's some younger people there. Not everybody in that house are old men. Edo in old terms refer to older male in most cases. First of all, it's a governmental entity. They're not traditional entity. So you can call it House of Edos. You know, when we say these things, people get vexed with us. But these are just some of the facts. So that tells you already that they have brought themselves to public ridicule. Some of them don't understand the English language, unfortunately. Some of them are not educated to some extent. Some of them don't know the difference, so they take it personal when you say that. Now, because Lima Bowie said that, I think from what I'm told, the children that were supposed to go there today to meet with the senators, some of them vexed with them, they stopped the children from coming there, which I found to be very embarrassing, very disgraceful, very shameful. Since we're talking about this House of Senate, since we're talking about the Honorable House of Senate, it's very hard for me to call anybody honorable. No, you got to really do something honorable for me to call you honorable. Thank God I don't use words loosely. Now, we use descriptive adjectives to describe your behavior and the way you act, but I don't give titles to people. I don't put title on people. That's why I call Ludo Tape. I can't call him Reverend because he's a crook. I can't call him Reverend. He's a crook. You want to call him Reverend? Go ahead and call him Reverend. Ludo Tape is a seasoned crook. and a liar too. But that's aside the point. The point I'm trying to make here is they have brought disgrace to themselves. Let me tell you another shameful thing that they did in a few days. The senators. It was Yombli Kanga Lauren birthday. They gave Yombli Kanga 15,000 to Yombli Kanga personal foundation, which is embarrassing. You shouldn't be doing that. I just don't understand what group of people we're dealing with. But they call themselves elders though. But they do embarrassing, disgraceful, and shameful things. Now, let me say this. The problem that is coming up in the Senate is a good problem and is sweet for them. When you hear Eugene Fagon and I know one other guy called Christopher Nunu guy, whatever his name is, when you hear them openly defiant, it's sweet for the senators. Remember when the elections were coming, it was Eugene Fagon in America who said this time around the election will be won because they're going to use the senators' playbook. You remember that? That was before they could even nominate Jeremiah Kun to be vice president. It was in a same Senate that Senator Yombli Kanga Lawrence and other people sat and said, Jeremiah Kun, let me say Jeremiah Kun, Joseph Boakai don't even need to go campaign. Certain senators were doing that. Certain senators were doing that. So this disgrace, the Eugene Fagon, and most of them were working with Eugene Fagon and undercover. So this disgrace that is coming to the senators, it's sweet for them to look for it. In fact, I welcome it. Let me say it again. I welcome it. It is a good thing. Whatever is going on between the Senate and these directors and ministers is going to escalate, even going to get worse. Some of them will be disrespected. Some of them will be exposed because you know what? That's what happens when you choose to just do anything so you can come to power. So I'm loving what's happening. Oh, I'm loving it. I'm thrilled about it. The noise will not stop. Oh, the noise will not stop. It will become even more problematic. Delone will butt hair with people that own Jeremiah Kun inside. Basically, let me tell you the secret behind all of this. Certain people then defending Jeremiah Kun, certain people then defending Joseph Boakai. Yeah, today. Remember that pastor from Nigeria that the United Party cost? Let me say this. I'm not into that your church religious thing where you use church and religion into politics. I'm not into it. But let me tell you what I'm into. I'm into the facts. When someone says facts and truth, I support it. What that pastor said from Nigeria, it was the fact, it was the truth. And that's why I support what he said. And the reason I know that it was the fact and the truth is because the government has behaved exactly how the pastor said it. You don't need Holy Spirit to tell you that. That's just the fact and the truth. That Joseph Boakai is confused, and the United Party is confused, and Liberia is confused. And we're proving on the show today. So since the pastor said that, it seems that the United Party has been going from worse to ridiculous. And this is crazy. And will get worse. Look, let me tell you something. Let me tell you today. Jeremiah Kun and Yombli Kanga Lawrence can stand each other. Jelon can stand Yombli Kanga. They can stand Jeremiah Kun. Jeremiah Kun can stand there. The MDR can stand Senator Dara Dillon. Prince Johnson Kun stand Senator Dara Dillon. All of them decided to come together because they wanted to. Let me tell you something. And this is the problem I have with Liberian people. You make friends with people. Anytime you make friends with somebody to get rid of one person, when that person moves on there, you ain't got nothing else to hold on. You're for each other. Because you guys' friendship was never authentic and genuine. And that's exactly what's going on in the Unity Party. And I can say this for a fact. The Jeremiah Kun is fully aware of everybody that is plotting against him. Oh, Jeremiah Kun, no. You think Jeremiah Kun know? Jeremiah Kun is aware. They see where you're carrying information from Jeremiah Kun to the other group so that they can feed other people to come after him. That they see where how other people are feeding Jeremiah Kun about who they're giving him information to. So it's on both sides. And I welcome this fight. Look, let me tell you something. This fight, it will get even bigger. It will get even bigger and better. Let me tell you something. This is a big, beautiful fight that you're in. And then y'all will spill it out in front of the Liberian people. Y'all will get at each other. Y'all will go to the point where, let me say it today on the show, y'all will go to the point where y'all will carry each other to medicine man to get rid of each other. Y'all will do that. It's just starting. We're just warming up. The thing that even get serious yet. This government, Joseph Boaka government, Jeremiah Kun government, Unity Party government, they're a bunch of criminals, drug sellers, drug dealers, crooks and liars. Nothing your they are very useless. The entire government is useless. I'm saying it today. The Unity Party-led government is a useless government. I know some of you will say, oh, you're too emotional. And why you gotta say like that? And you cost us. The government is useless. Starting from the president. They have all behaved uselessly. And we're just starting. We're just starting. And I think when I see one day Rennie CA come and say something, let me say something about Rennie CA. You see, Rennie CA is very strategic. And Rennie CA is the wrong person for her to mess around with. I've never spoken with Rennie CA personally on the phone. I've never met him in person. I follow his work. I read his book he wrote. And I know that he's not only recognized, but he's respected. The thing that you're joking with, the thing that you hear Ronnie CA talking, that's not what Ronnie CA know. That's not the restriction. If you hear Ronnie CA say, let ask Jeremiah Kun what his relationship with the person, it's a problem for Jeremiah Kun. You stop getting vexed and you use your brains for one in that country. Ronnie CA is well positioned and well seated to not only provide information, but to also be knowledgeable about things. I'm not here to blow your horn. Like I said, I've never met him before. I've never interacted with him. But I've seen his work. And I know some of the people he has spoken with, or he even knowing. I'm aware of some of the conversations that was held. Folks, this thing is a big thing that we're joking with. And if you care about Liberia and you love Liberia so much, stop taking sides. Stop getting vexed at Ronnie CA. How about you join him for him to ask the question that he is asking? I wrote on my post the other time that Jeremiah Kun disgrace will come. He needs to go ask Darius Dillon. You remember when that ticket, Darius Dillon switched a ticket that time and he lied about it that he didn't switch it? And when Ronnie CA from Front Page Africa called Darius Dillon out, it was the same thing because some of you are sick offended by nature. You think that your mind, your power born you for you to defend other people while the family then say that who and the benefit. And some of you are defending Dillon. And Dillon came in public and said he apologized and he what they call his man and his pa. You remember that? You remember that? And since that day to today, Dillon has been the liar that he has been for that day, even though some are all forgiving that he lied to the public. Some are all knew when that laws were raised up, some are all knew that he was lying and there was no need for him to lie. Let me say to you today, Jeremiah Kun is lying. Oh God. Let's not make this thing political. Jeremiah Kun is lying that he doesn't know that young man. In fact, if I were Jeremiah Kun, I wouldn't have spoken to it the way he spoke to it. But you will get to understand. So, before we bring Lofa on, the defiance posture you see Eugene Fagon and Karen are in public, that's somebody else pushing them to be brave to do that. You're here today. That's somebody pushing Eugene Fagon to be brave to defy the Senate and the senator. Remember when they seen Eugene Fagon in Georgia government that they put to jail for attacking, for he and Edwin Snow having an argument in public? You can remember that one? But they seen Eugene Fagon as defiantly saying that he's challenging the senators. You think what Eugene Fagon depended on to say that? Just to be a general, a director general? No. 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 But like I said, it's sweet for the senators. And I think what Edwin Snow did today was not professional. He shouldn't have spoken to that guy, that minister who killed Minister Nangbe. It was wrong for him to attack Minister Nangbe like that. In a professional setting, Edwin Snow was wrong. I think he needs to apologize to Minister Nangbe. He's a senator. The man comes to your house, you have a responsibility to ask him questions. That was a professional setting. Lofa, welcome to the show.
Thank you, Steve and Mayborn. Great to be on.
Thank you.
I told to join the conversation, especially when they have to do with this what I would describe as nonsense that is happening between the senators and members of the executives branch of government. You know, I said this before during the campaign, the just ended campaign, when I said President Boycott is not a leader. He purposely sit and allow situation to play out and let the chips fall in place. His mentality or his ideal leadership is wherever the chips falls, hopefully it falls in the right place. If not, I mean, in due time, things will get into place. Like he rightfully said a few weeks ago, or probably months ago, when he said things will happen that have never happened before. Prepare yourselves for it. And this is where we are today. What I don't see is the likes of Edwin Melvin Snow Jr. to even have the audacity to sit in front of other people and want to, chastise them for comments that are made when you are legally corrupting the system. What gives you any principle or any moral right to think that you can question somebody else simply because you are inclined as to how you can legally corrupt the system? You think that, okay, that's okay for you to come out here and bring somebody under scrutiny? Not that I'm in agreement with the disrespectful behavior of Daniel Sando and, of course, his boss, Jeremiah Matthew Pierre, who have turned his office into a movie theater.
Video club. Say video club. Video club.
There you go. Video club, where they can go and sit and watch the soccer game when Liberia is not playing. And I heard listening. Look, Moses and Mayborn, Liberia have turned into what we once referred to as laughing stock. You know, when President Weah was in office, we thought things were bad. And for that reason, all of us spoke consistently against the governance of the state. We call out people who we believe were behaving, as amateurs. We called them out. And the likes of Jeremiah Pierre and other people who, by the time, was actually here in Philadelphia for whatever position he may have occupied at the time in Philadelphia, whatever he may have been doing, I know damn well that he would not have done half the things that he's doing today in Liberia. But because Liberia is so chaotic to the point where the governance of the state is now much more of a crawler board kind of thing, where you simply just go to the office, sit down, and invite your colleagues in the office for you all to sit around and just drink beer and watch sports, and then let the state govern itself. That is the way Liberia is today. It is embarrassing that people who criticize and call President Weah names, call him uneducated, inept, incompetent. All of the adjectives were used against President Weah today are mimicking exactly what was done yesterday. Exactly what was done yesterday. You want to talk about where we are? The Senate? What moral right do they even have when the executive can sit and instruct the removal of a certain lawmaker? What moral rights do they have to even question other people? I am not in agreement with the level of disrespect, the insults that are spilled at other political leaders. But you know what goes around comes around, and this is what they are sensing today. This is what they are actually going through. It's not about the fact that these guys should not be respected. The offices they represent, the constituents they represent, deserve more respect than what is given them. But let's be realistic here. Respect is earned based on one's attitude. If you don't respect me, Moses, you don't expect me to respect you either. All right? Vice versa. If I don't respect you, I don't expect you to respect me. The people, like the Liberian people themselves, have not been respected. The law has been disobeyed. The people who are supposed to be lawmakers are today lawbreakers. Those who are supposed to be legislators are now legislators. They loot the state and give the crumbs to the people. How the heck can they expect the people to respect them? The people may not have the voice, but those who are in government with them will throw insults at them and then pretend as though, you know, they're retracting the statement because they understand how they work. I already said it, they heard it. So let me just pretend to retract my statement. And that's why I said today, and I'll close on this note, Moses, the embarrassing act on the part of Sheikh Kayate, I hope he lived with that embarrassment for the rest of his life for the fact that he even retracted his statement, knowing that he stated the fact about the incompetence and corrupt action on the part of our legislators to have retracted his statement because he wanted to retain a job was embarrassing. So all of his advocacy today, I mean, it just literally just pour water on rock. It means nothing to some of us who sincerely have so much respect for him, held in a high esteem, and said this brother means well for Liberia. To see that he retracted his statement was embarrassing. Today, they want to be referenced as honorable or lawmakers, but they could not even consider engaging the people they represent, those children, the future leaders, tomorrow future leaders. They refuse to acknowledge and engage those kids because Luma Boy held them at high esteem and disregarded the title that they wanted and said, you individuals who continue to corrupt the state deserve not to be referenced as honorable men and women. You are disgraceful. You are nothing more than bunch of inept, disgraceful, corrupt bunch of people, less than 1% of the population that continue to steal from the masses. The people who deserve to be supported are not, they're not getting what they want. And you want to be referred to as honorable men and women, you are nothing close to that. So let the fight continue amongst them. And those of us on the outside, we will continue to feel the fire because they deserve not to be respected. Thank you, Moses and Mabel. Thank you, Lufa.
Mabel, I think we can open the line to hear from our people politically, and then we can just call it. They just take. I don't know what you think. We can take a few calls, please.
Yeah. So let's go to the line to hear from our people. Those of you who are also listening to us, you can place in your calls on 0770-203-125. That's the number. What say you with some of the happening of the day? Yes, some I don't know, but people are not saying that the House of Senate, they are not working. I don't know how soon or if how long they're going to maintain the economic pressure, because it's not as easy pressure coming from the executive, though. I don't know how soon or how long too the executive too they're going to maintain the pressures, but it's getting interesting day by day. So with a few calls, those of you, the drug issue still continue, claims, counter claims, insult back to back. Hello to this one. No, please. 0770-203-125. That's the number to call this evening again for you to be part of the Sktv show. Let me take this caller. Hello.
Hello, Gregor.
Yes, my brother. Go even 1 minute quickly, please.
Guys not going in, guys not coming out or pick up stuff. But when it has to do with the issue of the Senate and the executive.
Hello? Hello, we didn't get you clear. Is it what happening on that end? You talk about the SOL call, please. Oh, we still off the line. You got to inform us more because we want to get that stuff clear. Hello to this caller quickly. Good evening.
Good evening.
Yeah, my brother, go ahead.
The name of me, Jeremiah, share with the district edition number 6 months of our country. You know, the only people get a fee. They say, when you put your say, the children can teach you with blue stick. The Senate put themselves in they don't know their function, so the executive will teach them with blue stick. Where in the world you will see director trying to defy the horse of Phoenix, somebody who more than 40,000 persons voted for. And you were somebody calling 1 million to the people behind that. That is on that kind of person. But because what they're doing, you know, they are doing and they are saying. So at the end of the day, the executive member will not respect them under no condition. But if they can stay firm and know their function and know their ethics and know what they stand for, at the end of the day, they will be respected. But for the fact they are proceeding the same old way, they're starting the same old man, the same mind, doing the same old thing, they will not be respected.
All right, thank you, my brother. They will not be respected. Hello, quickly to this caller. Good evening.
Yeah, I'm Isa Kamara, joining for this show to be precise in your community, Mozaralu County. Maybe you see that what people sometimes, even as a following in the group, when people ready to do anything, especially your children, your wife, you must be able to take action. They send it, they also let it do, they won't rest, they won't get any long, they are showing to the executive that they are now legit there, that the executive control the legislature, control the judiciary. So they have made themselves irrelevant to these people. That senator is also see or executive member on Facebook challenging senator saying, if the not mean one you're saying for me, challenging senator that because the previous caller, what the previous caller was saying, that because they get stay for nothing, they allow the executive to control them back to back. Look at doing the Fernandez cover case, when they concord with the executive on foolishness.
All right, thank you. We gotta take it. We're gonna leave it that way. Hello to this caller. Good evening.
Good evening, sir. How are you in studio?
Yeah, my brother. Okay, thank God for that. Go ahead.
Thank you for the show this evening. My name is Ebon Ega from Pablo Ashawa Bosom. And I do join you from Congo Town. We want to condemn in the strongest term the recent attitude of the information minister. Government is a place for people to serve the country, and to be chosen amongst your colleagues to serve the country does not suggest to you that you should abuse public office. That alone it shows immaturity in governance and service to country, and it shows lack of interest in the people's plight. So the information minister, he needs to apologize to the public if he can be sincere to do that, because his office is not a living room, it's not his private bedroom where he will sit normally and do other things or have entertainment. So he needs to apologize. And secondly, Chef Kuyate, he's a well-respected man when he was in the government. But what he did to have retracted his statement, it didn't offer well. It almost like by retracting that statement that he made.
Well, I think we gotta go. No much time. We have 6 more minutes of our time, so we can be close on because we have I think no far. Go off. Let me just take this last caller. Hello, good evening. Yeah, my brother. Good evening quickly.
Yeah, good evening to the listener or the name we may call them. I'm hearing the cannot smell, Or maybe let me say to the Liberian people today, the problem of our senator, they are not know there are 3 cabinet functions of them being senator. How somebody appointee will go and they respect you that over 10,000 people voted for you saying they win all the something what they did is the person that we need. Then somebody just appointee by one person, they go and they respect you because the people don't know the cabinet function, they don't know how to receive grants. That is why making people get all look there on a daily basis. But I know myself, my father was lawmaker in the house, nobody ever tell that they respect because they know the cabinet function are being but if we don't know the cabinet function are being senator, so that. All
right, thank you. We gotta go. The people they know quickly before I tell what to Steve. The people they know their function. These same people when they stand up tomorrow and say, okay, because we have been there, we're not sending budget, you will come here again and be insulting them. Liberians, we get problem. They don't know the cabinet function. They don't know the one. They don't know that. If the person stand up tomorrow and say, okay, we're not signing any budget because we have been there respected by the executive, he will say, oh yeah, they are not patriotic. And then where's Steve? My brother, for me, I blame every executive for all the honor money because they will do it. Look at Yege Koluba today. Where is Yege Koluba today? Where are other lawmakers? And they are all apologizing and taking it back.
No, I will give it over to you for your closing. But let me say this to the Liberian people. Like I said, I stand by a suit for the senators. When you don't sell your birthright, you don't get it kind of thing. I won't see the man or the woman on Facebook that will come in the Liberian politics will come and cross the line with me because I'm not going to be in a hole with nobody to go take any brab or to go put myself down to bring any kind of phone to myself. So you know you can cross that line with me. You know you can bring that food in there around. So that one, right? So they deserve what they're getting. And Eugene Fagon, like I said, is not being disrespectful because he know what he depending on. He know who behind it. Eugene Fagon know who behind it, and they know what they own. So it's sweet for them. But let me say they at large. The noise is not going to go away. The opposition, tomorrow I will be discussing the opposition. Me personally, I'm highly disappointed in the opposition. I will spend some time tomorrow discussing this opposition. It's very, very disturbing. And it is, it is very, 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 very unfortunate. So, Milborn, I will leave it with you. And I will say thank you. Tomorrow will be on. We'll discuss the opposition. I heard Mr. Elizana Cummings will be giving a speech on
Monday.
On Monday. Mm-hmm. What are Mr. Elizana Cummings? What are Tiawan Gonglu? I don't care about the speech. It's not important. What's important right now is to get into action. But tomorrow for me and the opposition on the show.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you, Chairman. You know, sometimes I was some of our camera. We don't want to talk about politics because we want to talk about issues that are affecting our people. So, Liberians, whether we like it or not, look, the reason why you see the lawmaker today, they are always seen in the pocket of the executive because the executive control the finance. Why can't we now act like America too? Let's look at some of the people's system, how the people's system work. Let not the executive control the finance to tell people when you take pay, when you're not take pay, when you get all of your things, your benefits, all these things. No, it should not be approved by only the executive how to do it before you get it. No, and that's what's happening today. So that's why people are thinking present to people. So they say he will control. I don't know your belly. They control you. So at the end of the day, we all will talk. Oh, the lawmakers, they are not correct. Oh yes, they are being bought. Oh yeah, they are being doing this here and there. But if even 2 to 3 lawmakers come out of maybe 47 lawmakers, you have only 3. What's going to happen? The majority get a rule. What's going to happen to the 3? The 3, like for example, Foco also cried today that since the government came to be, you haven't getting any benefit. But how many of you talking about this thing today? You don't care because it is your government. So that's it. Sometimes we shouldn't blame the people 100%. Let police so to and police so. We are the problem. Until everything be solved, good night. We see you again on tomorrow to the executive. It's up to you though. I don't know whether you will leave your job to be fighting back to back. Whether you have all of the energy for that, it's also up to you. If you're man and nurse in the market, and you the one will suffer most. So we got to go, people. Good night from our end here. And I'm Johnson Mayborn Kuda. Next, it is the news from our newsroom. We see you again on tomorrow.
Your whole Facebook post like yeah. Your whole life is on Facebook. I don't even know why you're running office. And you insulting senator, you think without you. You praise that Anna opponent and the PAC That's 134 other report. We only get 3 years. Are you call that? Are you not in there carrying a weapon? Your whole life is on Facebook. And you are paying thousand government officials. And you can't say you send it. That man, for me, that man, you're going to take. No, that's why I'm plastic. The grass is not government material. They man running Facebook. Look, your whole Facebook post are here. Your whole life is on Facebook. I don't even know why you're running office. And you insulting senator, you think without you. You praise that American and the PAC that 134 audit report. We only get 3 years. Are you call that? Are you not in there carrying a weapon? Your whole life is on Facebook. And you are paying thousand government officials. And you can't say you send it. That man, for me, that man, you're going to take. No, that's why I'm plastic.
There are things we can do. We bring in good news and we give it to you. We talking about podcast and connecting people and culture from here and up out of the globe. Monitor people who waiting to sell. The blessing that time and the efforts are rest. The project is giving us here the promise of death. The work of my life with African.
A lyrical
Master.
Clay Paris, who make you, I can't ask it if you been you. Say my journey, Tina can ask my yamu. And yes, I know money, and more I know. And you love
Sktv, the best in Liberia. Sktv, the best in Africa. Sktv, the best in Mama Liberia. Muscle Rider, Lofa, and Grandmaster.
And I didn't ya to money, and I said ya to money, and I couldn't play ya to money, and I could do ya to money, and I didn't ya to money, and I said ya to money, and I couldn't play ya to money, and I could do ya to money, and I don't get it now ya to money. That's the thing, and I don't get it now. So she walk on my ya to money. Yeah.
Sktv, the best in Liberia. Sktv, the best in Africa. Sktv, the best in Mama Liberia. Muscle Rider, Lopa, and Grandmaster.
There are things we can do. We bring in good news and we give it to you. We talking about podcast and connecting people and culture from here and up out of the globe. Monitor people who waiting to sell. The blessing that time and the efforts are rest. The broadcast we giving a real and the promise my best. The work with my life with African. From Grandfather Nima to Lufa, from Riverside to Raji to Chide, from Grand Crew, Bombing, Cape Mount, Monster Rider, Sanu to Bakbalu, from Maryland, Bonkan to the Mikey B. We the best in the land, yeah, LIB. We the best in the land, yeah, LIB. We the best in the land, yeah, LIB.
Sktv, the best in Liberia.